Have you ever looked at someone else's life and thought, I wish I had what they have? In a world filled with filters, fame, and endless comparison, it's easy to feel like we're falling behind, that we're not beautiful enough, not successful enough, not lovable enough. But what if I told you that what you're chasing might not be as perfect as it looks? Let me tell you a story, one that might just change how you see yourself. Once upon a time, in a quiet village surrounded by trees and rivers, a crow landed on the branch of an old mango tree. He had flown for hours and was tired. As he perched there, catching his breath, something caught his eye. A swan gliding gracefully across a pond, its feathers gleaming like silver in the sunlight. Villagers gathered around the pond, pointing and admiring the swan. Children clapped with joy, and some even tossed bits of bread into the water to feed it. The crow watched silently. Wow, look at that swan, he thought. Its feathers are white and beautiful. Everyone loves it. But me? The moment people see me, they chase me away like I'm some disease. With a sigh, the crow flew closer, just to get a better look. But as soon as the villagers noticed him, they began to wave their hands and shoo him away. "Go away, ugly bird!" one of them shouted. Hurt and humiliated, the crow flew off and found another tree deeper in the village. But again, he was driven away. "Why does nobody want me around?" he whispered to himself, his heart heavy. "What did I do wrong? Was I born the wrong color?" That night, as the stars twinkled above, the crow couldn't sleep. He sat on a high branch, tears quietly rolling down his beak. He hated his black feathers. He hated being a crow. The next morning, while sulking on a lonely branch, an old crow with gray feathers and wise eyes flew by and noticed him. "Why are you crying, young one?" the old crow asked kindly. The young crow wiped his tears. "Because I'm ugly. People hate me. They chase me away everywhere I go. I wish I looked like the swan. Everyone admires it, and no one ever wants it to leave." The old crow tilted his head and smiled. "Is that so? Well, there's a legend about a magical spring hidden deep in the forest. They say if you bathe in its water with a sincere heart, you can change how you look. But before you do that, why don't you go ask the swan if it's truly happy?" The young crow perked up. "You mean I can become someone else?" The old crow nodded. "Perhaps, but looks can be deceiving. Go ask." Without wasting a second, the young crow flew back to the pond. The swan was still there, gliding in the soft morning light. "Excuse me, swan," the crow said, politely landing nearby. "Your feathers are so bright, and people love you. You must be the happiest bird alive." The swan looked at the crow gently and replied, "Thank you for your kind words, but no, I am not happy." Surprised, the crow asked, "But why not?" The swan looked down. "People admire me, yes, but they also keep me as a pet. I am fed well, but I live in a cage. I cannot fly, I cannot roam. When I grow old, they might even take me for meat. I don't know if I'll even live to see next year." The crow was silent. "If you want to know who I think is truly happy," the swan continued, "look for the parrot. Its colors are more beautiful than mine, and people treat it kindly." The crow flew away, now curious, and found a parrot resting in a tree near a village market. "Parrot," he called, "you are so colorful. You must be the happiest of all birds." The parrot sighed. "My feathers are bright, yes, but they come at a cost. People put me in cages to admire me, teach me words to entertain guests, and I spend my whole life behind bars. I've never flown freely like you. I've never felt the wind beneath my wings." The crow's heart sank even deeper. "Then who do you think is the happiest?" he asked. "The peacock," said the parrot. "They are considered royalty among birds. People build special places just for them and worship their beauty." Determined, the crow flew to the zoo, where he found a peacock in a large enclosure, surrounded by visitors. Children gasped in wonder, taking photos as the peacock proudly opened its vibrant feathers. The crow waited until the crowd left and approached. "Peacock, your feathers are breathtaking. Surely you are the happiest bird alive." The peacock lowered its feathers slowly and said, "Thank you, but I am not happy." "How is that possible?" the crow asked. The peacock spoke softly. "People love my feathers so much that they pluck them out and sell them. It hurts more than I can explain. I live in this cage for their amusement. I may look majestic, but inside, I feel trapped and used. I wish I could be like you, free to go wherever I please, to fly high above the trees, to sing whenever I want, even if no one claps." The crow was stunned. Every bird he thought was happier than him was longing for something he already had. He flew back to the old crow in the forest, humbled and quiet. "So, what did you learn?" the old crow asked. The young crow smiled for the first time in days. "I don't want to change anymore. I don't want white feathers or a colorful tail. I just want to be me, a crow, with the freedom to fly and live my life on my terms." The old crow nodded. "Now you understand. The gift you were given was never your feathers. It was your freedom. We spend so much of our lives comparing ourselves to others. We look at someone else's highlight reel and feel like we're missing something. But every person you envy is carrying their own hidden struggle. What you see as their blessing might be their burden. Instead of comparing yourself to others, take a moment to notice what you already have: your voice, your story, your freedom, your soul. You are not here to be someone else. You are here to be the best version of you. If this story touched you, leave a comment below. I choose to be myself, and share this story with someone who needs to hear it today. We'll see you in the next video, where we'll continue learning, growing, and flying together.